Oh, my carrots, I'm back. It's been a minute and I apologize, but I have not at all abandoned this journey. My name is Barry if it's your first time here or you just forgot from fucking last time. um, and yeah, this is my K-pop reaction channel. So, if you're new here, the gist is I'm not new to K-pop by any means. I've been kind of in this game for I think 8 years now. Maybe? No, it's 2026. It's been ten years. Wow. Okay. So I'm not new to K-pop, but there's just so many groups, so many songs, so many eras, right? That I just haven't explored yet. So that's the point of the channel. I know there's a lot of comebacks this year, so that'll be fun for me. So I will obviously dive into some of the groups that I listen to more regularly because they have comebacks as well. Anyway, today we are reacting to Hot. Hot. 17. Hot. If I recall correctly, this was played at the concert, I would assume, because it's one of their bigger songs from what I understand. Um, I don't know if I know this song, like, besides the concert, and if you're new here, you're probably like, "What do you mean concert?" I did go to a 17 concert a couple months ago because they were here, and I was like, "I love K-pop, I like talented people, so I'm just gonna go." So, I don't remember which video it is, but I did recap that experience a little bit in one of my previous 17 videos. Um, so yeah, we'll see how much of the song I recognize, and then immediately after I yap, I will react to the dance practice, assuming there is one. So onward, hot 3 years ago. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're just pulling out all of the sins from the get go. Love that. Loved that. Okay, like, not everyone can pull off the yellow hair. I'm just saying, not all idols can do that, so kudos. Oh, this vocal fucking tone is. This is DK, correct? Yes? I got goosebumps, guys. I don't know why. Also, this hair, iconic. That's a dance move. Why does everyone look so good in this video? That's crazy. Also, the siren sound in the background is really interesting, like the way they're panning it in my headphones. Oh, his eye. Ooh. Same. Falsetto up the booty nuggets, man. That's crazy. What did his glasses say? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is so embarrassing, but my nipples are hard right now. Because I'm goosebumping. That's a nice little break of a bridge for us, followed by gorgeous build up. Yes. Visuals are killing. Oh, these background vocals too. Ooh, that was some sharp choreo. I love that. Okay. Deet, deet. Don't fuck me up, YouTube. I'm actually very wholesome on this channel compared to how I am when I'm not being monitored by YouTube Big Brother. So let's I'm gonna pull up the dance practice, but let me comment on that first. Um so first of all, the editing on this video is like it's so intense, right? But it's not overdone. One of my other favorite boy groups, they love also this kind of editing that's very much whiplash. What the fuck was that? Like just crazy. And sometimes it's never fully too much, but there are times where I'm like, can I just have like a couple more milliseconds to simmer on this scene before you throw a graphic at me? And I feel like this video had such good balance with that because there was enough like really cool, not just transitional editing, like scene to scene, um, but also the background, like that hot, like burning sun. Hot. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, now it's clicking. I'm dumb. And they're in a desert. Okay, okay, guys. I actually am smart. It's just, as I said, I'm just overwhelmed by all of these incredible visual moments. And then, like, speaking of visuals, let's talk about the members, right? Like, this was a clearly an era where everyone was slaying their hairstyles. Cause, like, I know what it's like to stay in a group, boy groups, girl groups, whatever, and have eras where you're like, that was questionable hair. And this was definitely not one of those eras. I'm just saying, everybody looked so good. Makeup, styling, lots of leather. I will say K-pop, they really love point like little BDSM nods with the styling. Literally every group has a moment. Some lean into it more. Um, and also like a lot of hairstyles with like this wet look, like, you know, it's sweaty, it's hot. I get that. Um, So yeah, I think actually all of those subtle things add up really well for the theme of the song, the video, the hot, right? Um Vocally, I commented on it because I couldn't help myself during most of I know I talked a lot over this one because I was just like, oh my god, I have so much to like emote. Um this is right. This is a typical pop song, very K-pop. However, I will say one thing that I've loved about 17 so much so far is that even in lyrical flows in K-pop that are sometimes expected and it becomes predictable. And I feel like one of their strengths is that even when they have a melody or a trope that is predictable, the vocals come through and make it excellent, frankly. And those were the moments I was kind of reacting to because, as I said, like some of these background vocals, right? If you took them away, again, this would be a very standard pop song, and that's not an insult, right? I love pop music. And this was an example of how you elevate a pop song. Those backing vocals, some of the production choices with like chopping that they did and auto tune distortion, again, not an insult. I don't know why people think auto tune's always an insult. Sometimes it is, but this is obviously stylistic auto tune, right? And those are the things that make the song exciting because the song itself is not melodically complex, but it's all of those added aspects, the vocal textures that keep coming in, the like choosing just this one section of I believe again, I don't know if DK was actually singing, but he was on camera at that point. His falsetto coming in and just because they're a group with so many different vocal tones, it lends very well to pop songs because it keeps it a little bit more interesting than some of the smaller groups or the groups where there's not as much vocal like textural difference. I don't want to yap too much more about that. Let's just go into the dance practice and see what's up. Face the sun. Okay, head flip. So fucking sharp, guys. That's fucking tight. So much synchronization. That's a unique canon. I don't even know if that's considered a canon. Oh, what a great way to accompany this fucking pre-chorus. The dynamics. Woo! It's so good. Love that. Love it. For multiple reasons. Love it. Oh my god! Brother! Who is your knee doctor? Who is your knee specialist? Oh, Suave. Suave up in this butt. Love that. This like chain of movement and that, the manipulation. Ooh, that never gets old. Sorry, but that turn, the footwork. Once again, the dips are speaking. I literally just have goosebumps. Love that. Love this interpretation for the bridge. Ah, the little bounce. Ow! That's so satisfying. Slow it down and then right back up with the speed. Ooh! Oh! It's crunchy. Brother, again, the knees, the energy. What are we doing here? He's been taking his glucosamine, chondroitin, whatever it's called. Right back at you, bitch. I love you, bitch. Sheesh. Well, Shaka Zulu again, you know? Whatever. I'm actually like more impressed by that than I was expecting to be. I think. I mean, I haven't obviously watched a ton of their videos so far, but I think that's my favorite choreo so far. Probably hands down. I think again, I'm not used to groups this big, right? And there's been times in the past where I'm like, I can't be that interested in a group with that many people. Sometimes with things like choreo or just like stage performance in general, it can get like a little muddy. But with them, it's not a problem because they're so tight with their choreo. And obviously, I don't know them well enough to see, frankly, yet who are the stronger dancers and who are the I don't want to say weaker because clearly no one here is a weak dancer. Um, but I can't even really tell is my point. And I'm quite used to watching K-pop groups and being able to kind of tell. And I never judge because I frankly don't care. I think even idols who are frankly mediocre are working so much harder than a lot of other people in the Western music industry that I still am like, yeah, but I can see your effort. I know how hard they train. I know what they go through as trainees. So I still have respect. Because some people just don't move as well as other people. And I hate that there's so much focus on shaming that within K-pop. But with them, it's not even a conversation really because I can't tell. It's so tight and it's so synchronized. And the energy levels, the power, the dedication to getting the dance right is just it's palpable. And so, as I said during some of it, right, they have these moments, these really great dynamics, especially like the bridge, right? It slowed down. I think they were doing something like with the head, but they're all still for the most part, just for a couple phrases. And then they move into the build up before the pre-chorus. I think there's a build-up and then a pre-chorus and then a chorus. Even during that, the choreo was so satisfyingly like in tune with what the song was doing, and I loved that. I like interestingly that this choreo doesn't have a, what do they call it, a killing part. Like there's not one part where I'm like, oh, that's the hot choreo, because it's like each verse or each chorus, it seems to change. Like there's not that much repetition, and I think that's kind of cool. Like I haven't seen that in a while. Obviously, there's nods to previous aspects of the choreo, like this thing, right? This hot thing and stuff that I can't imitate. That was just actually just way more enjoyable than I was expecting, honestly. I did look up the lyrics in between, and from what I'm understanding, the song is about like forging forth, right? Even when you've already achieved success, continuing to kind of hone your craft, burn that shit to the ground in the best way possible, to be hot. They already know they're physically hot, so that's like beside the point and whatever. But I imagine like, please don't take this the wrong way, but being in a label, right, with BTS, I'm not saying that any 17 members have like are self-conscious about that inherently, because I know there's a mutual respect between the groups. I know 17 has been around for a long time, but for both of those groups, they're also under the label, and there's always this expectation that's forced on you, whether you give a fuck or not, right? Because I know that these members are friends. I know that they all respect each other. I know they're fans of each other. So any kind of pressure that's going to come from being under the same label is going to be external. And so to forge your own path, be confident in that, do it well, dance well, produce well, have these insane vocals, clearly the visuals are visualing. There's no shortcomings here. And they know that. And I feel like that's kind of the added layer of the song. Like I don't think they're going after the other boy groups in the label. Like again, because they don't have a reason to, right? It's the external pressure that's like, you have to be this way. And this song is kind of saying, no, the fuck I don't, because I'm 17. Okay. So I kind of love that for them. I think that's a beautiful take, and I think that's why they've been around for so long, and I think that's why they're so successful, and I think that's why their performance stands up. Like it shows that, right? And they don't need to be anyone else but themselves. You know, they just continue to evolve with what's needed, right? Knowing that some of the members are in the military, you evolve during that. Like that's the version of the concert I got to see. They evolve, they adapt, and I felt no lack. I'm sure if one of my biases was missing, I don't have one yet, but like if they were, yeah, I might feel a little bit of a hole in terms of like my heart, my little K-pop heart, but in terms of performance and what they brought to the stage, I felt no gap. And to me, that is a great example of a group that evolves with what is presently on the table for them. And so maybe I'm reading too deep into the song, like I don't know, but that's the broader gist of what I'm getting from it. That was very enjoyable. I loved all of that. That was a great ass time, guys. Thank you, Carrots, for sticking around. This is why I need you guys to keep showing up, so I have a reason to keep doing this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna explore 17 on my own. Like, don't get me wrong, but I want to share this with y'all. I want to be excited alongside you and vice versa. So, also Happy New Year or whatever that is, a little Gregorian moment. Okay. Thank you and annyeong.